Good afternoon, everybody. Rashida Strober, world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I'm here to call on the St. Petersburg Police Department to arrest and charge people that have called in the police to my home making false, fraudulent charges. You called the police with a false police report. You're using the police department to harass and stalk me. That's a crime. I am here to call on the St. Petersburg Police Department to charge and arrest these people online who have been stalking and harassing me for almost a year. Today, they called the police department and made a false claim. That is a crime. Calling the police, making false claims is a crime. And I am here to call on the police department, the St. Petersburg Police Department, to arrest the ringleader that started all of this and charge them, to arrest the people or the person that called the police department today, sending the police to my house on a false, fraudulent charge. It's false. You lied to the police. You need to be held accountable. You need to be arrested and charged. I'm back again because, I'm not going to stop. And I told the police officer, and I'm going to give out the case number here because it's public. So I'm tired of this harassment. These people have got to be arrested and charged. For over a year, I have been telling the police over and over and over and over again that I have been stalked and harassed online and nobody's doing anything about it. And here's another instance today where the very police department is being used to stalk and harass me by allowing people to call the police department and make false reports. The report number, and if anybody has any information on who these people are, we know who it started with, but if you have information, please email me and let me know, because I will be turning all of this over continuously to the police department. This is their job. This is what they get paid to do. Protect and serve. The police report number is 21-15385. On today, a police officer came to my house on a false call, and I am asking the police to trace the call of the number from the 911 call or from wherever they call, because the police do have the technology to trace their number, to charge and arrest them for making a false report and for continuing to harass me. It is a very simple request, and I'm going to push for this because I am tired of being harassed. That this particular individual, he is the one that started this. This particular individual back in June of 2020 gave out my personal information to these people, and they are stalking me and watching me online. And now they're calling the police, giving false reports. That's what's going on. The police needs to charge them. You're lying to the police. The police report is there. I just gave it to you. So it's public information, and I'm giving that information out because I'm telling the truth. A person or persons, they're gang stalking me. It's illegal, and they can be traced. Their phone numbers can be traced. Where they're calling from can be traced. And I want them to be charged and arrested. Here's what they did today. And I want to preface this with saying that all of this started from a ringleader back in 2020 who gave out my personal information to thousands of people online. That's where this started at. So today, a false report was made to the police that number one, the person said that they spoke to me on the phone and I told them that I wanted to kill myself. That's what they told the police. That's lie number one. They said they spoke to me on the phone, and they have a number that the police was telling me that they told me the area code, which I don't even know that number. But here's how you know that this person is lying. If that was the case, their phone number would be in my phone. There would be a time that the call was placed in my phone still, and also in their phone. And there would be a certain amount of duration that we spoke for. So that's lie number one. You lied to the police. And I'm asking the police to trace your call, trace where you called from, find you, and arrest you. Just that simple. Lie number two that was told to the police. This person said on my YouTube video that I said that I wanted to kill myself on one of my YouTube videos. Now that's very easy to find because all of my videos are up on YouTube. I'm not going to take them down. They're right there for anybody to see and go listen to. So that lie can easily be proven. So I'm calling for the arrest because you lied to the police. You called in to the police department in St. Petersburg. It's either the ringleader or their follower that has done this. I already know because I've already reported where this started from. The police have a verifiable track record as well as I. And if y'all want to hear that video that I just made an hour ago where I went into detail in a timeline of the stalking and harassing, you can go and watch the video that I just made prior to making this video. Excuse me. And that video is entitled, let me go to that video so I can tell you the title. That video where I give you the details of a timeline of the death threats and stalking and harassment and where it all stemmed from. You can go watch that video called Gang Stalking He Initiated Continues. False police report. Police came to my house, arrest stalkers. That is the name of that video. And I'm going to drop that video for those of you, if you got the time, you want to go back and you want to watch it. I have to detail this stuff. I'm documenting what is going on because the harassment and the stalking is continuing. And I'm asking for the police to arrest the ringleader and the followers. Hold on one second, y'all. Got a call coming in. Hello. Give me a second here because I'm about to pause my live stream. Hold on, y'all. No. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize about that, but I had to take that call. But here, I just wanted to pull this up, and I will be following up with the police about this because I want the person that made this false police report to be arrested. I just wanted to pull up some stuff here about false reporting of a crime in Florida. And the thing that, in the climate that we living in, where, there are a lot of Black folks that are getting shot down by the police. Just imagine if the police, if I didn't answer the door, if they would have came in here and they would have said, oh, she got a gun, thought I had a gun, which I don't have, and I would have been dead. Think about that for a second. Imagine this person called the police and made a false report telling the police, and it's recorded because they record you when you call into the police. That's why I'm gonna follow up and I'm gonna push for an arrest. I'm not gonna stop. You need to be arrested. And the person that actually initiated this by giving out my information. But just think about it. They called the police, gave a false report, and said that I told them on the phone that I was going to kill myself. Therefore, the police comes out to my house. And what if I just didn't feel like opening the door? Because I don't have to open the door. I'm minding my business. I'm not bothering nobody. And what if the police just busted up in here and I'm laying down in the bed. I'm thinking about Breonna Taylor. And I get up and they think, oh, she got a weapon, which I don't have any weapons in here at all. I've never owned a weapon a day in my life. Let alone I don't know how to shoot a gun. But just imagine if they saw something that appeared to be a weapon and they shot me and killed me and I'm dead. It would be the person that initiated this in June 2020 and whoever called in with the false report. That's why I'm making these videos. Their blood, my blood would be on their hand. All facts. For calling and lying and making up things. I never spoke to anybody on the phone this morning. I don't even know you. You're lying. You filed a false police report, and that is a crime. And I am calling on the St. Petersburg Police Department to arrest and charge you with the crime that you committed, filing a false police report. False police reports. False police reports. Let's read over some of this. False report of a crime in Florida. Definition, penalties, and defenses. In Florida, false report of a crime or false police report occurs where a person makes a willful allegation to law enforcement regarding the commission of a crime while knowing that no such crime has occurred. And I believe that in this case, it wasn't a crime. They said that I told them on the phone that I was going to kill myself. That's what they said to the police. You're still making a false statement to the police. So let's keep going. The offense carries misdemeanor penalties, including up to 1 year in jail. Well, I want whoever did this, I want them to be charged. I want them to have this misdemeanor penalty. Let's keep going. Definition of a false report of a crime. The definition, I think I read that part already. Required proof at trial. To prove the offense of false report at trial, the prosecution must establish the following 4 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. The accused willfully gave or said or caused to be given or said false information or a false report about the commission of an alleged crime in Florida. The accused knew the information or report was false because no such crime had actually been committed. Okay, we're not talking about crime. We're talking about making a false report. But here's the thing, and this could easily be proven because this person said that I told them that I talked to them and told them I was going to kill myself. That never happens. Case closed right there. You lied to the police. This person said that I made a YouTube video or YouTube videos saying that I was going to kill myself. Where's the video? Point it out. Which video did I say this in? You see, you have to prove this stuff. That's what I'm saying. You lied to the police. You made a false report. You need to be arrested. You are harassing me. You are stalking me. You are harassing me through the police. This is harassment. I want the police department to track you down and arrest and charge you. And yes, I will happily go to court and testify that no, I never made a video saying I was going to commit suicide, that no, I do not know this person. No, I did not speak to them on the phone. No, I did not tell them on the phone that I was going to kill myself. I would gladly go into court and testify because you're lying. False report is classified as a first-degree misdemeanor. As such, the offense carries penalties of up to 1 year in jail or 12 months of probation. And you know what? I'll take any of those for them. I would be happy if they got a year in jail, good. If they got 12 months probation, good. If they got 1,000, they could get all three of them. Because you're harassing me for no reason. You're lying to the police. You're making up stuff. You need to be charged and arrested immediately. This is what I want to see happen. Whoever made the phone call to the police department today, making a false police report, I'm going to follow up with this. Believe me, I'm going to go down there to the St. Petersburg Police Department. I've already made contact with a detective, and I'm going to follow up and I'm going to ask them to charge you and arrest you for making a false report regarding me to the police. Okay, I'm going to get you off of here. If you are going against what I am saying, you're not going to be commenting on my chats because this is straight up cut and dry. It's cut and dry. It's documented with the police department. You're calling and harassing a state organization. Okay, first of all, that's what you're doing. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. You shouldn't be allowed to use the police department to lie and harass people, which is exactly what happened today. You should not be allowed, and I'm going to follow up with it because just like that person got on the phone and lied and said I was talking to them and telling them I was going to commit suicide, and that person lied and said I made YouTube videos saying I was going to commit suicide. You lied. But the difference between me and you, I'm actually telling the truth, and I'm going to follow up with this, and I'm going to try my best to get you charged and arrested. I'm going to push for this. You need to be charged and arrested. You have committed a crime. This is harassment. You don't have the right to harass me because I'm a Black female. This is why you're doing it. And this is exactly what I told the police. I said they're doing this because I'm a Black woman and you don't like the fact of me talking and calling out dark skin discrimination. You don't like it. You're pissed off about it and you're not going to stop me. You can call the police and make all the false reports you want to, because if you keep doing it, you're definitely going to get arrested. If you continue to call the police and make up lies, you're going to get arrested. It's going to happen. Not just for making a false police report, but for harassing me. And I'm going to find out the name of this person, these people that's doing this, and take this to court as well and sue you because you're harassing me. You're bothering me. You don't have a right to do this. It's illegal. Do not think that this is over. Do not think that I'm just going to walk away and leave it alone. Absolutely not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down there to the police department and I'm going to get the police report and I'm going to follow up with this. I am going to follow up with this. I am not going to stop because you're harassing me and you lied to the police. You lied to the police. You straight up lied to the police and they have you on recording. Whoever you are, You are on recording. Your lie is on recording. And maybe what I need to do, because I think that there's a way to obtain the recording of the call. Because I think what I may want to do, maybe I want to take you to civil court for lying, for harassing, for using the police department to lie and harass. That is exactly what you are doing. False statements, false allegations. That's what you're doing. You made a false allegation. You made a false statement to the police, and it's illegal. It's false. You lied. And you were recorded. Yes, the St. Petersburg Police Department, when you call down there, they record you. Yes, they do. Your phone call is recorded. Your phone call is recorded, and it can be subpoenaed. Everybody that calls down there, and they say that, which is why your behavior is idiotic. Maybe you have a mental illness. Maybe something is wrong with you, because anybody in their right mind knows that if you call the police to report something, you're going to be recorded. You're going to be recorded, and you're doing it to harass me, which is another crime. You're doing it to harass and stalk me. And the harassment and the stalking stemmed from June 2020, when a certain individual who's the police report, I already gave y'all the police report number in the video I did previous to this one. This is where all this stemmed from, and it is continuing to this day. I am continuing to be stalked and harassed. Now they're using the police department to do that. And you will be found. I don't know why you think that the police does not have the technology and the manpower to find out who you are and where you live. I mean, if you're going to call the police and lie on somebody, you dumb enough to call from whatever phone number you call from and be recorded. They can figure out where you are, who you are, and where you live. They have the technology to do that. It's very possible. And if you continue to call the police making up, because I'm going to keep making my videos. Let's be real clear here. Like I told the police, I'm going to continue to make videos online. No one is going to stop me from doing that. I'm going to keep talking. It is called freedom of speech. You're not going to stop me from talking about whatever I deem necessary to talk about, because you're calling the police and making false claims. You're lying, which is a crime, which I'm going to push for your arrest. You're not going to stop me. If anything, you're continuing to dig a hole deep for yourself. Because as soon as I find out your identity, I'll be taking further legal action on you for harassment and stalking. What this is a tactic of intimidation to stop me from talking about dark skin, darkism, and colorism from any and every angle I deem necessary, and I'm not going to stop. All the stalking and harassing that started back in June of 2020, and I am still here. The stalkers and harassers caused me, the ringleader caused me to get my channel hacked, and I got my channel back. That should tell you that I'm not going nowhere. I will appear somewhere on the internet, somewhere in public, talking about dark skin, talking about colorism, talking about darkism. You're not going to stop me. It's not going to happen. You can make all the false police reports to the St. Petersburg Police Department all day and all night. You're going to get charged eventually. That's not going to stop Rashida Strober. I'm here to say it loud and clear. I'm not going to stop. A push for your arrest. And I know that the stalker is watching. I know that the stalker is probably watching right now. You're listening because you're stalking me. This is stalking. It's not regular sitting back watching a person on YouTube, listening to them, learning from them, being entertained. No, this is risen to the level of stalking and harassment. Okay, it rose to that level in June of 2020, where the leader initiated and incited his followers to attack me physically, gave his followers my personal information. That's what happened. That's why we're here right now. And they're still stalking and harassing me in an attempt to get me to be quiet about dark skin, in an attempt to get me to be quiet about darkism, in an attempt to get me to be quiet about racism, in an attempt to get me to be quiet about colorism. And I'm not going to stop talking. It's not going to happen. Because guess what? If I want to go on another YouTube channel, I got people that'll bring me on a channel and talk. If I want to go out there on the street corner in a protest and garner news attention, I can. I'm going to find a platform to keep talking. I've been doing this before YouTube was invented. You're not going to intimidate me into stopping talking about darkism and dark skin activism. It ain't going to happen. I'm going to go down there to the police department and I'm going to follow up with this. And I'm going to demand that you, stalker, be arrested and charged with the crime of calling the police department, wasting their valuable time, and filing a false report. I never spoke to whoever you are on the phone. That never happened. Prove it. There is no YouTube video of me saying I want to kill myself. Prove it. Where the video at? We on YouTube. We're on social media. You could easily put that video up. I will wait. I will wait. Like I told the police, go to my YouTube channel. Go find the video. Where's the video? I'm going to push for you to be arrested and charged. I'm going to push for it. I hear what you're saying. Ava Kados, I hear what you're saying. And yeah, justice is hard. I don't care about that. I've been in a legal battle fighting for justice for almost a year. Listen, I am not the one that's going to run and tuck my tail. No, I don't do that. I'm going to continue to fight because I have a right to do that. You can't stop me. I'm not bothering these people. Hold on. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not threatening anybody. I am not harassing anybody. I don't go on people's YouTube channels in their comment sections or on their chat bothering them. I don't do none of that. The only thing I do is come on here and tell you straight up what I feel about dark skin, and I'm going to keep on doing it, and you're not going to stop me, and you're mad. You're mad that I won't back down. Even in the face of death threats that was initiated and incited by the said individual back in 2020 who told people to kill me, I never stopped talking. I never stopped speaking out, and I'm not going to stop. I am not going to stop. You crazy if you think that you're going to stop me, because that's what this is about. I'm telling y'all what this is about. This is an intimidation tactic, because I'm a Black woman talking about my Black experience, and I'm doing it unapologetically. I'm not going to apologize for talking about how I get discriminated against when I walk in a fucking store. I'm not going to apologize for being a fucking antinatalist. I'm not going to stop speaking on it. I will go out on the corner with my bullhorn and I will record that and speak on it. And you can't do a damn thing about it. It is called freedom of speech. That is why you're mad, because you know you can't control me. The stalkers know that they cannot intimidate me into being quiet. The stalkers know that they cannot bully me into being quiet. So what do? You lie and make false police reports. And I'm going to push for your arrest. I am going to push for your arrest. You know, I could see if I was out here inciting violence. I ain't never done that. I got a whole YouTube channel with hundreds of videos. I could see if I was out here on these YouTube streets, as they say, inciting violence. Never have I done that. I could see if I was out here on these YouTube streets, like I said, going up in people's chats, harassing them and bothering them. I don't do none of that. I'm over here on my channel, talking my talk. But you cowards, you lowlifes, because that's what you are. You're cowards, but you're going to get found out. Keep on calling the police, making false police reports. They're going to find you and you're going to be arrested. Continue on. Whoever did this, you're going to get found out. You're going to get found out. You think you're not. You think you can't be traced, but you can. And believe me, I have already contacted some other people in the police department, putting them on to everything that's going, because I got a right to do that. You're attacking me. You're bothering me. I'm not bothering you. You're calling the police lying. You're lying. That is a crime, and I want you to be arrested and charged. You are the aggressor. You are the liar. You are the harasser. You are the stalker. I'm in here minding my business. Minding my business. They just mad because I won't relent. They're angry that I won't relent talking about that. Nothing in this world is to stop me but God. And it got to be an active God that's going to stop me from talking about darkism, colorism, racism, from doing my darkism shows, from doing my darkism plays, from writing my books. From nothing on God's green earth is this to stop me. You better understand that clearly. It ain't going to happen. I weather storms. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to go harder. I'm going to go harder. You're not going to stop the dark-skinned activists. You're not. I'm going to keep right on going. I'm going to keep right on trucking. You can lie to the police all you want. I'm glad they got your ass on recording. You have been recorded with your flat out blatant lie. And I'm putting this out. But anybody could come to my channel and listen. Anybody. I don't care. Because when you cannot expose a person that has a zero to hide. That's why I'm on here. This is my second video. You're a liar. You're a stalker. You're a harasser. And I want you charged for making false reports. You're making a false report. You lied to the police and they need to find you and arrest you. And that is why I'm so glad that I called the police. I called the police back in June of 2020 and I reported it from day one. I didn't wait because I have a track record. I have a police record of all the harassment and the stalking that has happened to me, even though they did nothing about it. The record is there and I have it in my possession for stuff like this. The record is there. You're the liar. You got nothing else better to do than spend your time, because you're evil and ignorant, lying to the police. You talked to me on the phone. You did not talk to me on the phone. That's a lie. You lied to the police. Talk about I said I was going to kill myself in a YouTube video. That's a lie. Go through all my YouTube videos. You lied to the police and I want you arrested and charged. Arrested and charged. And believe me, I'm going to be following up like white on rice. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And if anybody has any information, please email it to me. I am not going to let this go. I am not going to stop fighting for justice. I am not going to stop fighting to stop the harassment and the attacks against me because I'm calling out darkism. I'm calling out. They're mad and angry because I have a platform. They're mad and angry. This is what it is. You're angry because I have a platform to speak out. And I am so bold and I am so unapologetic about it. I tell it the way it is. I do nothing but tell the truth. You're not going to stop me. You picked the wrong person to try to bully and intimidate. You're not going to stop me with your lies to the police. I'm going to push for your arrest for lying to the police. I'm going to push for your arrest for harassing me through the police department. That's a crime. It's illegal. You need to go to jail. You need to be locked up right now, immediately. And I'm not going to stop because you had no right to invade my privacy, lying to the police, got these people coming to my house, and they're on to you now. They're on to you now. So now that this has happened, all with all the harassment that I had reported back in 2020, and now with people calling, they're on to you now. You think that you're hurting me? You're not. You're actually helping my case. You're actually helping my case of what I have told them from day one, that I was stopped, harassed, and threatened. You're helping me. And you will be found out and you will be charged. You will be arrested and charged. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, darkskinnedactivist.com.